So women don't get a whole lot of respect or appreciation or payment in this sport, strongman slash strongwoman in my case. But apparently what we do get is more TikTok followers. I have like 40,000 more TikTok followers than the world's strongest man. In fairness, he has way more Instagram followers than I do, but that's weird, right? How... You guys like me a lot, I guess.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
And it was an honor just to even share the stage with you and be there to cheer you on and be cheered on by you. I'm gonna cry. I'm trying very hard not to. I also want to say thank you to all the athletes, both in my own gym and especially over at Dungeon, who have given me some really impressive pointers over the past few months. In particular of things like stones and circus dumbbells. My performance today would not have happened without you. So this is just as much your award as it is mine.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your host, JD. I hope you're all doing well and you've all had a great day so far. Now, as you can already tell, I am overjoyed about this story today. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. I am on the edge of my seat with this one. I really am. But in today's episode of Left is Right, Up is Down, and Common Sense, well, it ain't nowhere to be found, we have to talk about this insane situation literally straight out of South Park. As recently, a very stunning and brave athlete was crowned strongest woman in the world, but the controversy comes as they have now been exposed as not a woman. Oh, no. That would be too normal to have a woman win this competition, wouldn't it? But the winner was in fact a behemoth called Jammie Booker. That is a male identifying as a woman. Yep. You heard that correct. A man won. Strongest woman of the year. Nothing screams 2025 more than that, does it? However, thankfully, now the organizers are aware that this is actually a man, because apparently they didn't know this was a dude before. Seriously? How could you not tell? But more on that later on. But now they know, they have stripped him of this title. The fact we're in this position in the very first place is just absolute insanity. Now, before we get into this mess, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video, and let's get into it, man. What am I about to read? So as you guys can see, the New York Post have kindly reported, world's strongest woman winner stripped of title after organizers discovered she was born a man. She was born a man. Did these people not understand how backwards that sentence sounds? She was born a man. There's no woman involved here. It's a male. Use the right pronouns. I don't know why it's so hard for these people. I mean, when you see a headline like that, you just want to facepalm your damn head off. The controversial winner of the World's Strongest Woman competition was stripped of his title Tuesday after organizers claimed the hulking American never told them he was born a man. You couldn't tell? I mean, we've all seen the videos and now the images, and nobody could tell that this was a man. He's like 4 times the size of any woman there. Even Stevie Wonder could tell. All he'd have to do is hear the person walking, and he'd know instantly, wait, hold on a second. We got an intruder here. This is a male in the room. That's embarrassing. Jammie Booker was disqualified just days after he destroyed the competition at the official strongman... I'm gonna get cancelled one day, I've just realized. But Jammie Booker was disqualified just days after he destroyed the competition at the official Strongman Games World Championship in Arlington, Texas over the weekend. Organizers said Booker from Philadelphia violated the contest rules, which clearly stipulate that athletes must compete in the category that aligns with their biological sex at birth. So this giant, behemoth, gargantuan of a male knew he shouldn't be competing against women, but obviously thought to himself, hey, you know what? Well, I think I'm a woman, and the rest of the world must accept that, so I'm going to sneak into the women's side of things. Again, I don't know how nobody could tell. But anyway, it appears that an athlete who is biologically male and who now identifies as female competed in the women's open category, organizers said in a social media statement announcing the decision. Official strongman officials were unaware of this fact ahead of the competition, and we have been urgently investigating since being informed. Now, I just wonder, let me know how you guys feel. If this did not blow up on social media, if people aren't talking about it in the way they are talking about it, do you think they would have done this? Do you think they would have stripped the title from this person? I don't know. I really don't. It's an interesting thing to think about. Had we been aware, or had this been declared at any point before or during the competition, this athlete would not have been permitted to compete in the women's open category, they added. The move comes after the runner-up UK lifter Andrea Thompson. Well, hold on a second. You made my woman from the UK finish second to this dude? Nah, disgraceful. But she was filmed storming off the podium as she raged about the BS decision to award the title to Booker. So even the women then knew this was a male. How did the organisers not know? What? But let's get into that video footage of Andrea Thompson walking off. As you can see, Libs of TikTok goes on to post, Jammie Booker, a man pretending to be a woman, just won the title of World's Strongest Woman at the World's Strongest Woman competition in Arlington, Texas. Andrea Thompson, the female runner-up, had her title stolen by a man. Keep men out of women's sports, and let's see what happened. It's only 12 seconds long. Look at the size of this dude. It blows my mind. These people didn't know. It blows my mind. The MF aren't even trying. Oh mate, we are living, seriously, in a clown world. Enough of that stuff, man. But as you can see, she was not too happy about that, but thankfully, she is now being given the title, as she should have been given the title. Let's move on to this video now. As you can see, Libs of TikTok posted again, female lifter slams Jammie Booker, a male, for stealing a women's place and title in the women's power competition. If we do not come together and fight this, we will be erased, and everything that women have fought tooth and nail for will be void. I urge you to stand with women and protect us. Protect women's sports. How in 2025 this is still going on is just insane. But let's listen to what she had to say.
Hi there, my name is Morgan Irons, and I'm a pro-strong woman from the United States, and I came on here to address the issue that has been brought to light within the strongman community within the last 24 hours. There has been an individual, Jammie Booker, who has been competing as a biological male within the women's division of strongman.
Insane.
I just want to preface with the fact that I have no ill will or hatred towards the trans community in any way, shape, or form. You are free to be exactly who you want to be in this world, as am I. But at the end of the day, this comes down to a lack of transparency and honesty. This individual competed in the women's division as a biological man, plain and simple. As a woman, this is very, very frustrating because their participation in the women's division has taken away prize money, podium finishes, national bids, and a pro card from biological women.
Where are the woke liberal feminists?
The individual at hand has also raised
violence.
money under false pretenses to get to these competitions, with many contributions coming from women within the sport. This needs to be addressed as soon as possible by every federation in the sport to protect us. If we do not come together and fight this, we will be erased, and everything that women have fought tooth and nail for to get here will be void. I urge you to stand with women and protect us. We can do this without being hateful, but we need to have a unified stance on this and stand with resolve. Please help us protect women's sports.
Now, even though she's approaching it in a very kind, level-headed way, and she has no hate towards the transgender community, whatever, you will still get woke liberals, woke activists out there who will condemn this woman. Because it's either their way or the highway. You must accept these men who think they're women as women, otherwise you are, by default, mean and hateful. But she's correct. We need to stand by women and protect their sports, not only for the women, but also truth, reality, common sense. Because this not only erodes women and their sports, but all of that as well. And it's very important we stay as close as we can to truth, reality, and common sense, because the further we move away from it, the more backwards this world gets. So let's get into the statement that the Strongman Games World Championships put out. I mean, again, it's just crazy that they did not know. How did nobody know whilst this dude was stepping on the podium that this was a male? I mean, we all look at this dude and we can already tell. But they go on to say, we wanted to provide an update on what is happening following the official Strongman Games World Championships 2025, which were held in Arlington, Texas over the weekend. It appears that an athlete who is biologically male and who now identifies as female competed in the women's open category. Official Strongman officials were unaware of this fact ahead of the competition, and we have been urgently investigating since being informed. An attempt has been made to contact the competitor involved, but a response has not not been received. Wow, I never expected that one. I can't imagine why they why they aren't responding. Had we been aware, or had this been declared at any point before or during the competition, this athlete would not have been permitted to compete in the women's open category. I mean, regardless, you let every single woman down at the time. We are clear, competitors can only compete in the category for the biological sex recorded at birth. Official Strongman is inclusive, shut up, and proud to run events which do not discriminate against athletes based on personal characteristics. Any athlete is welcome, but it is our responsibility to ensure fairness and ensure athletes are assigned to men or women's categories based on whether they are recorded as male or female at birth. Given this, we have disqualified the athlete in question from the official Strongman World Championships 2025. All athlete points and places will be altered accordingly to ensure that the rightful places are allocated to each of the women's open athletes. The official Strongman World Championships is an event which is rightly one of the pinnacles of the strength world. We're disappointed on behalf of all those who fairly and legitimately took part that their attention has been taken away from their efforts, which deserve celebration. No matter how they performed or where they finished, we stand with them and stand with fairness. I mean, look, it's just good they took the right action. Could you imagine if they ignored it and they didn't strip this dude of the title? Boy, oh boy. So that is the positive of all of this. This dude is no longer the strongest woman in the world. Mate. Get me off this planet. We also have an update from an athletic company called Iron Ape that has surprisingly cut ties with Jammie Booker and removed him from the roster after an investigation revealed he misrepresented critical information, resulting in an unfair advantage. Now apparently leftists are trying to cancel them. Surprise, surprise. That is so idiotic. Leftists are now trying to cancel this company after they're doing something normal. Yeah, that's why leftists are doing that, because they ain't normal. And then get a load of this post, ladies and gentlemen. I could not believe I saw this. I really couldn't. We have this account here that goes on to say, for goodness sake, she looks like a woman. She lives as a woman. If she says she's a woman, then she is. Oh boy. This is nothing short of spiteful, narrow-minded bigotry. Shut the front door. If that is a woman right there, then... Mate, clearly I'm the one that needs my eyes tested. Look, at the end of the day, nobody is saying that these people can't identify how they want to identify, right? Nobody is saying that. But what people are saying is that these men who identify as women should be nowhere near women's spaces, women's sports, because this is what happens. To the point where these men are winning the world's strongest woman competition. Left is right, up is down. Common sense on this planet does not exist. You ain't ever gonna find it. Thankfully, again, though, they were stripped of this title. That is the good move. But as I've been saying, I wonder if this didn't go viral, if this didn't blow up, would the organizers have done this? That's something to think about. And again, leave your thoughts down below with that. But if you have enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your very happy and uncontroversial host JD. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. Mate, these stories get weirder and weirder by the day.